Hey, here we are with another Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 gameplay video slash tutorial, I guess. A little late to the party with this one. Recorded it a long time ago and just getting around to putting this together. So I'm going with the Doctor Doom Ultimate difficulty. Showing you my team here. You can pause and check out all the level. Everybody's up to max level. We got Miss Marvel here. Nice with the new show releasing, I guess, on Disney Plus. Starlord's awesome. Miss Marvel's awesome with her attacks. Phoenix is almost unstoppable, I found. And going over here to the Thing. Normally I use Infinity Thanos, and you'll see why I like to use the Thing for this mode. And I just played the heck out of those Infinity Rifts to level up. I have all my characters at max level, and all of these stones to use with them all, as you could see. And this is what works good for me. There might be better teams out there. This just works well for me. So try to fast forward through these brutal loading times for you here. And the first level on this for the Doctor Doom downloadable content for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 on the Switch. You're back in Wakanda, which is a little lame because we've seen this level before, but as you can see, I like to be Starlord, and I just spam the heck out of that twirling lightning move. Takes out a lot of enemies, and then to recharge his ability, I just float up and shoot enemies and can make quick work of it. So this part's pretty easy, and it's the Doom mode, or Doctor Doom downloadable content. It's not so bad. It's not bad on any of the levels, but on the easiest mode, it's pretty easy. But on this ultimate difficulty, on the hardest difficulty, there are a few parts later on, which is why I chose a couple of, well, mainly why I chose Thing for this, because he makes it a lot easier. And there's a few tips I didn't know if you're new to this game or new to this part and it's giving you some frustrations. A few things I wish I knew when I started playing it. So going down to the second level here. And a lot of this you can just fly over with Starlord.
Let's not make the same mistakes again.
Makes it a lot faster to go through. We can fly over most of this outside.
And I think he stole one of my patents.
Otherwise, those machines there will spawn unlimited enemies, I think, out through that. So I just like to kind of fly over it here, get to the very end. Now, if you want to get all the enemies and everything, which is more fun to do, you can do that. But right here, I'm just trying to show you how you can make quick work of getting through this ultimate difficulty here.
Keep up the pace, team.
Okay, we're back inside. Still can fly over. Sometimes I can jump right through these moving laser beams, and sometimes they make me look like a real idiot. So I'm going to clear some of this out here. I'm going to try to hold on here, let me get rid of these guys. Clear it out a little bit here. Okay, and Thing, he's got this where you can block and you lift up that rock, and then you just move right through that laser. It's like, holy cow. Much easier than trying to jump through that. So that's one reason why I use the Thing there. And I mean, I don't know if it was they made him just for that for this level, or if it's just a glitch or whatever, or a bug in the game, but makes it a lot easier to get through those laser barricades. So when we get here, when we see Doctor Doom, and he's trying to get this Infinity Stone. And beating him on this mode is I mean, it's pretty easy. Start getting him down, get his purple level down, he's stunned. Then we can use our Ultimate Alliance Extreme attack. And he doesn't really pose too much of a threat on this game mode as long as you kind of stay careful with that.
The only true hero here is Doom.
I'm just trying to get that bar, that blue bar, leveled back up and maxed out so I can do more of those heavier attacks. I'm stunned again. Sometimes I think if you take too long here, he'll put a force field around him, and then you have to do those combination blocks right here. So then we got a Starlord here. I can use my tornado there, and then use the other effect with another character, and then you can break loose of that force field. That's probably the hardest thing that this character does, really. And we have so many of those gems equipped with these characters where their HP regenerates fast and all that. We can heal pretty quickly and stay out of trouble. Alright. So he gets away, obviously.
And there shall be no place for you in it.
Fast forward through those load times again, because again, they are horribly long on this. Now we get to some cool levels here, at least. You know, I'm just flying over them, and if you haven't played this before, or if you just got the DLC or whatever, you know, take your time, explore it around and all that. These levels are cooler. And here's where, you know, we get to meet the Fantastic Four and everything. So a few of these, you have to stop and defeat the enemies. Like you can see here, we have to get 30 enemies stopped here before we move on. There's a few things like that that can slow it down a little bit. And it brings these stairs up here.
Road, but something tells me we should follow this path.
No matter how many times we venture into the
And we're
negative
back
zone,
to just kind of going past
always new wonders.
this level. We can fly through this, fly around it all.
Wonder, Reed? Because if so, we have very different definitions of that word.
Ah, great. They make them with wings
Not
now,
bad.
too?
Pretty easy.
Oh, cripes. Even the baby bugs are hideous. And things about to get a whole lot uglier.
It goes against all my instincts. But the only way to stop them is to crush their
I think Starlord is my favorite character to be in this game.
Man,
It's pretty overpowered.
do their drinking is restoring their health.
Exposure to these antimatter deposits.
So these
seems to
purple
reverse the
things
Law's
will
ability to regenerate vitality.
allow you to take
Perhaps we can use
energy
that to our
from
advantage.
enemies. That you'll learn as you kind of play through. It's a little bit of a tutorial part right there where they're showing you what that does. And that'll be useful to know later on too.
This is where I've been constructing my interdimensional bridge. Once it's fully powered, it should return us safely back home.
About time. I was starting to wonder when we was gonna find a real challenge in this place.
Alright, we'll just stay up on this path and come along the side here.
We're getting close to Annihilus.
You can see those
You guys hear the creepy chattering in the back of your brain?
those
too?
bugs or whatever are
It's just me.
healing themselves in that yellow lava. So if you throw those purple things in there, then it negates that effect that they have. Alright, and then this part here, this is another one where we have to stop and fight everyone.
That is totally not something I ever want to think about, Ted.
Then it's a good thing thinking is so far down your list of superpowers, kid.
And using those purple rocks or whatever. You can pick those up and throw them in there.
Squash all bugs. Got it.
Even I could have come up with that plan, Big Brain.
It helps us to get rid. So we're already halfway done with those bugs being destroyed. Now we got 43 of them done now.
Then I guess it don't matter that we busted.
10 more left. 7 more left.
Exposure to antimatter could have potentially devastating results.
Alright, got that one done. Here to get it fast forwarded through this one. Alright, we get to this other bridge here. Or staircase or whatever. Alright, and here we go. So Annihilus, I think, is cool. Looks a little bit like Goblin, like a cross between Goblin and Ultron, I guess, in this game. But a cool looking enemy. So we can use these things here to our advantage, help us take them down, summon these bugs.
If our species have one thing in common, Annihilus, it's that we aren't eradicated.
And he does have one of those breaking points of the... see, even as I'm telling you that, I
Home in time for dinner.
didn't use it late enough. He's got one of those things where it's like halfway through, he can't go beyond that before he kind of goes into more of a rage mode or whatever. So I normally try to wait till I'm right underneath that, and then he goes through that animation, and then I go through and use that ultimate extreme attack. But as you can see, there's enough healing things that come around where you can stay healed up pretty well, and if you have those regenerating HP
I'm okay with that.
things that you can add to your character, like I showed right when we started this video, you'll be in good shape. Not too
I've
much
seen
longer.
their future, Annihilus. I'm glad to squash it before it hatches.
Get him stunned. Alright, normally I get this done a little fast. I'm not being very efficient right now. Sometimes I'll use Mr. Fantastic instead of Miss Marvel, but most of the time I like Miss Marvel a little better. Similar attacks, but similar powers for those two heroes, really. Alright, so now
That's Castle
we
Doom,
are
tower
at
above the village.
Dr.
It won't be easy
Doom's
to get inside. Victor hasn't left us much of a
headquarters. So we're trying to go to Castle Doom here, and again, you can fight all those characters if you want, all those robots, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just want to show you how we can get through this part. And again, a new level here, new level design from the original content. At this point, we do have to destroy these machines, these replicators or portals. I don't know if it's creating those robots or if it's bringing them in from elsewhere. Not really sure. We get those destroyed, and then we can take out these Doom bots here. In large numbers, they can be a little bit of a pain. Some of them will drop missiles, and then you can take them out with about one missile shot. Alright, doors open. So now we can get over here to the bridge. And this part, on the easier modes, it's not so bad. On this hard mode, it sucks. So again, using the thing,
Those ion beams appear capable of
it's really frustrating trying to get through this, especially with multiplayer. I mean, it's truly brutal multiplayer, especially if somebody hasn't played the game a lot. But if you're on single player and you don't want to mess around with trying to jumping through those lasers, just get thing, pick up that rock with your block move, and get through that real easily. And that's why I use him instead of Infinity Thanos.
The arsenal on these Doombots has gotten a significant
It's just so
upgrade.
much easier. And if you wanted to, you could switch back and forth, obviously, as you're playing through. But I just wanted to show you how, even without Infinity Thanos, this is so easily doable with Thing there. I think with these other three members of your team, helps you to get through that. So we get to another one of these stopping points, and we have to destroy those Doombots. So first thing, ignoring all of the Doombots and just taking out the machines that bring them in. Once you get those done, I like to get the ones up on top finished first, and then just using this lightning attack, he hits like all of them at the same time. So now we got those done. Now we can just get the rest of these spots before they're generating. Got a couple. So here's one of those missiles. Throw it over there. Up. I'm just doing this single player mode here. Normally I play this game with my daughter. Alright, done. Open up the doors. And fly up here. Kind of a big area there without any enemies if you think about it. Okay, so as you can see there, we got one of those Celestials, like from the Eternals. And then more of these lasers. So again, thing here, pick up the rock. And you can see,
Laser blasting robots
it's just hard. The perspective of the angle with some of these lasers gets a little bit irritating. So we'll just, don't mind us. For whatever reason, these lasers don't hurt us from the side. They would only hurt us from the front. Not sure how that works, but I'm glad it does. We get to the end. So yeah, that cool celestial part there that we see from the Eternal movie and from the comics. Pretty cool. Didn't need to push that right there, but we got to take out 20 of these Doombots here. Before we can go into the door. And some of these will, when you knock them down, they drop their missile. And so once we see that, then you can start getting through these enemies quite a bit faster. So you can see there, right off that left-hand side,
until they fall apart.
he dropped a missile, so then here we'll throw in there. It took him out in one shot. And he dropped a missile, so here we got another one, and you can get through it a lot easier using those missiles. He's got 4 left here. They're stunned. Try to here.
But I was just getting warmed up.
Alright, sweet. So now we go into the castle.
It seems
Castle
someone is
Doom.
expecting us.
And there's different things hidden in here. You can, you know, kind of go every which way to unlock
If Doom knows we're
everything
here,
you need to
he'll
unlock.
accelerate his plans.
I think there is a bug in the game where not all of the costumes are unlockable, which they should be. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2
What
that they
is this
didn't do, and I don't know if they're ever going to fix that or not.
Big brain in the
For
family.
me, who has everything done, but not those certain things. And I've tried beating this level with the Fantastic Four on Ultimate, and that didn't unlock everything else. And I tried, here we go, use thing again. I tried using it like in the comics. There was that part where you see Spider-Man and you see here they're building the Celestial. But yeah, Spider-Man, you have Ghost Rider, and you have Hulk and Wolverine. They teamed up as a
Probably wants a better view of the
Fantastic Four a long time ago.
Reach him and convince him to stop
To
this
rescue the
madness.
Fantastic Four, I tried beating it with them on Ultimate level, didn't work. So this part here, you can use the thing, pick up the rock, and go through that. Otherwise, if you're any character, or Infinity Thanos especially, I use that dash button, and I just rapidly push that dash button to get through there. So if you're playing this multiple players,
That was too close.
and you decide, you know, one of you is going to be thinking that someone else isn't, just stay along that left-hand side and keep doing that somersault or dash move with your top left button, and you'll be able to get through there.
Whatever that machine is,
Alright,
it's
so here we'll
glowing
fly
now.
through this
And when
real
Doom's
quick.
involved, glowing is never good.
Compared to that Celestial, Doom's army suddenly doesn't look nearly as imposing.
They may not be driven by the power cosmic, but I assure you, these Doombots are as deadly as ever.
And we come over here, and another Celestial part. So again, this isn't too hard. It's just without that rapid dashing move over and over and over. So right here, I'm kind of showing you, I'm probably down the wrong side to do it right now, but
Reassembling faster
if I'm
than
just
anticipated.
somersaulting through it,
Hurry. Our chances of
he
surviving
takes
this
a little
conflict
heat,
drop
but just
exponentially.
stay persistent with it, and then you'll get to the end. So you can do that too. But it's a little easier. It takes a little longer maybe with the thing because he moves so slowly carrying that rock.
More bugs. Okay. Who left
Alright,
the door
here
to
we
the
are.
negative zone open?
Flying through here.
That apartments with roaches bigger than
Got
these.
these bugs here. Switch over to the thing.
On its own.
I'm sure Reed's already
Normally,
figured out a dozen reasons why.
he's one of my least favorite comic heroes, and this level made him one of my favorites. Alright, in here you fight 32, and it actually takes forever, so I'm fast forwarding through this video. For that, it's terrible. Just use those missiles. You get here to the end, and what do we have? Oh, another Celestial party. They're slowly putting them together with that Infinity Stone. And so this one here, thing works a little bit better just because there's those dumb lightning bolts and the
Someone
other
had their
stuff.
head
So
back in the
just
game.
Glad you found some humor
keep
in the
moving
situation,
through there.
Johnny. This Celestial is no joking matter.
I don't know if it's a
If Doom
cheat.
restores it to full power, the
I don't
whole
know if it's a
planet's in
glitch.
peril. That's just the beginning.
I don't know why it works. Like I said, I know that it works, and I'm glad it does. Alright, so here we are, then the other enemies spawn there. Here we go. Let's go back to Starlord. In here. So this is where we see the Celestial, and On the easier modes, it's easy to get them done, to get it over with. But there are these like Infinity Rift trials where you have to do this on the hardest mode, or maybe not those necessarily. Whatever the other mode is, where you get to play through the gauntlet modes, and sometimes you have to get through this multiple tries, like on the hardest level. And I couldn't figure out how to beat this guy always. Sometimes it took me forever to get it done. I didn't really know what was going on. So the way I do this is I just take out all these enemies. I pick up these missiles and I throw them at them to get that purple bar down. Alright, and sometimes he does these things where like it makes your controller move all bass backwards and it's horrible. It makes it harder. But then after we get that done, so then we can take out these enemies, throw these missiles at them. Alright, we're getting it down a little bit further, and then you see this bug here. What we need to do is we need to take him out. We need to pick up these purple things. I'm going to take out the bug first. Alright, and then watch that stun thing. Okay, and if I pick up one of those purple things and I throw the stun thing now, like as he's starting to recharge his body, and he gets up there, and boom, and it takes down all of that red. If you don't time that correctly, then he gets all healed up, and then there's just no way to beat him. So then after that, then we can go and we can pick up missiles again. And on this mode, it just usually takes like 2 times to do that. So take out enemies, pick up the missiles, throw it at them, and then sometimes you can get lucky and get them done in one round of that. This time I think it's probably going to take me 2 rounds. So jumping up in the air. Sometimes I jump up in the air to throw those missiles so I don't hit another enemy. And he's got this beam that comes up. That can be super powerful sometimes. So I'm just trying to get this done before he uses that weapon. Okay, so we took out this enemy here. Running, throwing this missile. No, missed. Great. Okay, so we got him stunned. Take out these enemies. Clear out some room so they don't hit me while I'm trying to throw it or something stupid like that. Okay, and then throw another missile up there. Okay, and now you can see starting right when he gets that purple level up and he starts glowing. Boom, throw those. And that's going to finish him off right there. Makes it so much easier. I mean, otherwise it would seem like I was just getting carpal tunnel from battling this guy for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. It's a lot easier. And I think probably that's the hardest part in some of those obstacle courses. Because when we get to the boss here, it's not so bad, I don't think. So now we get to Doom, Dr. Doom. Again, this is kind of a big area of no enemies. When you get in here, it's kind of funny they give you the saving point in here. I guess it's more so in case you don't beat the boss, but we go here, up these stairs, and he'll be up here waiting for us. Kind of a Rocky moment. Rocky running up the steps. Alright, and oh, It's not just regular Doom. We got God Emperor Doom. Pretty sweet. You can unlock that costume, which is awesome.
If you think I'll submit to the will of any man, then you don't know me at all.
So you can see up there in the top part, his health has that little line up there, so I'm going to get to that part right away, and I accidentally used an extreme attack right there, gosh darn it. And then once he has that done, he goes to his animation, and he brings out his Avengers that he's summoning. Here we go. Just kind of stay out of that radius as he's building that up. Phoenix is helpful because she has that like red pool that she can create around you and brings up your levels as you attack through there, so that's kind of a useful thing.
My family's cells have been coursing with cosmic energy for
We
years
can
now.
get him stunned here.
Just finally catching up.
I mean, pretty easy, right? And there you have it. There you've beat that level. You beat the downloadable content. Relatively short, but it is fun to play through, and you get some new characters because you get the Fantastic Four, and then you get Doctor Doom, who you can unlock, and it adds some more of those trials that you can go through, and the gauntlet challenges and all that, and just some fun things to play around with. So hopefully this helped out with some of those challenges of that downloadable content using the Thing and these characters. And thanks for watching. Have fun playing the game. Let me know if you have some better tips, or if you found out how to unlock all the costumes, even the ones that I can't seem to get, those last few from the Fantastic Four. And we'll catch you on the next video.